Hey everybody, welcome to Slash Bash, where today I am bringing you another Choosing Beggar Reddit video. If you are new to the channel, then subscribe and click on notifications so you don't miss out on the fun. In our first story, a rude choosing beggar gets banned from Wendy's. Next time, you might want to bring your manners with you. Let's jump right in. So I'll start off with this happened in 2016, and it's not my first post here because I've been too lazy to type it up. So a little background. I was working as a manager at Wendy's when they had the queso promotion going on. You could either get a queso burger or a queso chicken sandwich. Our turnover rate was pretty high. We couldn't even keep a third manager. So it was just my general manager and myself, the co-manager. Because we didn't want to work every day, we decided to do an open to close every other day, 9 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. minimum. It was my turn to work and lunch rush goes pretty well, but 2 people for our afternoon shift didn't show up, so we make do. I'm on sandwiches and fries and trying to help hand out orders when I can. I got someone taking orders on the drive-thru and then putting on gloves to drop patties when we need them. Lastly, we have this girl on the front cash register. She wasn't the brightest person, and I don't say this to insult her. She was a good person, but a little slow. We'll call her Jane. Well, this is when Karen decides to walk in, yelling and screaming at Jane and completely cutting in front of people. Apparently, she ordered a queso chicken and got a queso burger instead. Jane comes around the corner and asks if I can make a queso chicken for front, and I agree as I could overhear the screeching. Right as I start making the sandwich, I hear a loud, "No!" And then the classic Karen catchphrase, "I want to speak with your manager." I hurry up to front wanting to get this interaction over with because this is completely stalling orders. The conversation was short, but it was somewhere along the lines of, "I'm sorry ma'am, I heard that you received the wrong sandwich. As you can see, we're pretty short-staffed and it's a bit hectic in here. But I'd be more than happy to remake it for you and get you a Frosty for your troubles." "No, this is unacceptable. I drove 20 minutes home and then 20 minutes back. You've wasted my time and gas. I want a refund." I understand, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I promptly get her a refund. "You're 10 cents off." "I'm sorry?" "Ugh. You refunded me the burger price. The chicken price is 10 cents more." "I'm sorry, it's been a long day." As I pull out my keys to open the register, I accidentally drop them and have to pick them up and unlock the register to get her flipping dime. Meanwhile, I can't believe you're the manager. Absolutely ridiculous. I give her the dime and walk away. "What about my sandwich?" "I gave you a refund." "You have to make this right. I want my sandwich." "And I would have been happy to give you it, but you insulted me." "Just you wait. I'm going to call corporate on your fat, stupid, ugly butt and get you fired." "Please leave. There are 5 other Wendys in town. Feel free to go to those, but you are not welcomed back here, and I'll consider it trespassing if you come back, and I will call the police." She gives out one last scoff and leaves, and a few customers apologize to both me and Jane for Karen's behavior, which was nice. But that was it. I texted my district manager what happened when I could, so she would know this lady might be calling her. But she never did. Lol. Story 2 shows us a choosing beggar Karen visiting Japan who is doing her best to give traveling Americans a bad name. I was at Haneda Airport a week ago flying home after an amazing vacation in Japan. I always buy extra water for the flight because I get very thirsty and I wanted to use up the last of my yen coins. So I am standing in line at a coffee shop, convenience store type place in the middle of the airport, past security, because it was closest to my gate. I had 2 bottles of water in my hand, one for me and one for my friend, with the exact change ready. Ahead of me are 2 people. Front of the line is an Australian who gets water and a complicated coffee he was ordering in English that resulted in a lot of pointing and confusion. It took a few minutes, but the guy was apologizing and the staff were trying their best. Behind him and in front of me is a woman, choosing beggar, shorter and around middle age, who seemed very impatient, huffing and foot tapping as her flight was boarding. She looks at the price of the water, 150 yen, around $1, and whips around to me and exclaims, "How much is this water? 150 what?" I remember thinking to myself, you are in Japan. How do you not know what the currency is called? But I explain it's yen and ask her what hers is where she is from. Then I explain it would be around $1. She seems happy about that and turns around after grabbing a bottle. She gets to the front of the line and puts the water on the counter along with $1 note. The cashier looks puzzled and tries to explain that they don't take American money, only Japanese money. The choosing beggar immediately gets very impatient and angry and bangs the water bottle on the counter. "What? Why don't you take American?" The poor cashier tries to explain again that this is Japan. You can pay with Japanese currency only, or maybe a credit card. The choosing beggar explodes at the cashier at how ridiculous this is. And how is she supposed to know what countries accept my money and which don't? And how dare she suggest a credit card for such a small purchase? Doesn't she know that there is a charge for international purchases? Both cashiers are both at the register now, trying to get her to calm down and figure out what to do. The second cashier asks politely, "Do you have any Japanese money, coins?" And the choosing beggar keeps ranting at how awful it is that they don't accept American money. She looks at the Australian guy who is waiting for his coffee off to the side and asks, "Don't you think this is ridiculous?" He ignores her and keeps texting on his phone. Then she whips around to me again and stares at me. I stare back. She indicates to my 2 bottles. "Are those both for you?" I know exactly where this is going and say these are for me and my friend for the flight. She demands I pay for her bottle as well. She doesn't ask, she demands it. That would mean breaking my last 5,000 yen note, and I'm not going to do that for a rude, ignorant woman who isn't smart enough to get local currency, then takes her temper out on the poor cashier. I tell her, "I'm sorry, I only have exact change and I need this water for my flight." She looks back at the cashiers and then back at me and splutters, "Well, what do you expect me to do?" I shrug my shoulders and indicate to a water fountain on the wall a few meters down the way from where we are standing. She looks back at the cashiers expectantly, then when they do nothing, she snatches up her $1 bill and sees, "Thanks for nothing," and stomps off to the fountain. I don't understand her mentality. Who goes to another country and expects them to take a random country's money? In our third and final story today, our original poster is trying to be a good citizen during the coronavirus outbreak by shopping for folks who need some help. The perfect time for a choosing beggar to rear their head and make her regret offering to help. I know a few people are having a rough time, so I offered to get groceries for them. I ended up shopping for 4 people and my own house. I even told a couple to not worry about paying me back. This was the kick I got in the pants for trying to be nice. "What groceries do you need? I am shopping tomorrow." "Some chicken and a veg, a 2-liter of pop and pancake mix, please. Green beans for veg." "Okay, will do. Any preference on pop?" "No." "Great. And thank you. I will pay you back once checks." "Don't worry about that." "Thank you, guys." "The pop can be cola." "No problem. I'd be here all day. I babysit here early." "Do you know what time you're dropping it off?" "Within the hour. I just finished shopping for 3 houses." "Okay." "Pulling up now." "Thank you." "No problem." "Why did you get generic cola?" "I went to Aldi and it was what they had." Why off-brand veg? No Del Monte? Store shelves are very low. I grabbed 4 cans of what I could. I did grab some fruit for you too. Why did you get pancake waffle mix? Oh my God, Karen, it is the same mix for both. You can make it how you want it. I guess it has to do. Look, I'm sorry I did not get name brand everything. I went to one store, I was shopping for 4 households. I did not want to risk more exposure going to Tops, and I sure as hell was not going to Walmart. I am sorry you aren't happy with the free food I gave you twice now. I knew you were hurting financially, so I tried to help. It's fine. Try harder next trip. I need eggs, milk, more chicken. More chicken. I bought you the big pack. There were 7 breast halves for 1 person. That should have been plenty of meals. You know what? I have a sore throat. I have to quarantine myself. Sorry. No more shopping trips. Rude. This has been John from Slash Bash. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video and want to see more of them, then please hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to drop a like and share it with your friends, and we will see you in the next one.